Hi, my name is Rebecca Rook, and I'm the interim chair of the Education Department at Franciscan University. I'm really glad to be here with you today. In terms of our pipeline, the majority of students who enroll in our education program have a desire to teach in Catholic schools, and I believe that that reflects the mission of Franciscan University. We attract students who love our mission, which is to educate, evangelize, and send forth joyful disciples empowered by the Holy Spirit. The students that come to Franciscan University want to be leaven to the world, and those that come to our education program want to be leaven in the classroom. And I feel that most of them feel that the best place for them to be leaven in a direct way is in the Catholic school system. We did a study a couple years ago, and it was of alumni over the past 10 years, and 60% of them are teaching in Catholic schools. What we've noticed of incoming students is that even more of them want to teach in Catholic schools. They feel that they can more overtly partner with parents in helping to catechize and raise up the next generation of saints. With that being said, our students have missionary hearts, so there are a fair amount that also want to go forth and teach in public schools because they feel that it's a great vineyard, where they can also be the hands, feet, and face of Christ. So we really feel that we have a great task set before us in the education department to prepare them with tools to teach in light of a Catholic worldview. So they have really, given us a great task. So that's been the great work that we have really been charged with doing over the past several years. And so we have made that the biggest emphasis, and to execute that, to help equip our pre-service teachers to teach in a light of a Catholic worldview, we've done two specific things. We have partnered with the catechetics department to help us do that. So our students, when they take one of the core courses, Foundations of Catholicism, they are all enrolled in specific sections that are geared towards education majors, and the content is all taught in a way where the educational implications are all laid out there for them. What are the educational implications of whatever it is that's being discussed this very week? And the instructors that teach it are ones that were previous high school teachers. So that's been an awesome partnership for us. In addition, the catechetics professors will go into our classroom management courses, and they'll teach St. John Bosco's preventative method of classroom management and discipline, which is based on faith, reason, and loving kindness, which has been a great addition to that course. We have also hired a consultant from the McGrath Institute of Church Life from Notre Dame, who has helped build out our conceptual framework, which I'll talk about later. But we've also attached measurable goals to that, and we've integrated those goals into each of our classes and really framed each of those classes with a superordinate framing so that the faith is integrated throughout all of the course and into the assignments and assessments. And I can give you just a couple little examples, but we had an assignment in one of our content area reading classes that previously integrated the 4 C's. It now integrates the 5 C's. So it had, gone over communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity in student investigation and analysis of a literary work. Now the students are also integrating Catholicism with that and diving more deeply into that. So that was one way which the faith was integrated. And it's not just an add-on, they really are deeply integrating that. In my own math pedagogy course, and I've kind of always done this, but I'm just even more intentional. I've always told the students, math content's not going to change, but your approach really reflects, your Catholic faith. I teach using inquiry-based learning, and it reflects the way that God made us, that He made us to know and come to discover truth. We are just that fearfully and wonderfully made that we can come to discover it on our own, and it reflects, the way that I teach, which is through guided inquiry. And I just think that's so fascinating that the way we teach reflects the very way he made us. I also often tell students, prove it to me. And I say, the reason that I say prove it all the time is because we are made to reason. And our faith, the Catholic faith, is a faith that's based on reason and order. And I love that math is also based on reason and order. It all perfectly lines up and reflects our faith. The math classroom is also one where it's a community of dialogue for me, and I teach it in a way that I try to reflect our incarnation, that we were made for one another. And I think that's so important in mathematics because people are afraid to talk mathematically, and I feel that we have to break those barriers and teach in light of the incarnation by encouraging students to talk and to dialogue back and forth with one another. And when you get students to realize that the way they teach aligns with some of those different attributes of our faith, the incarnation, reason and order, the way we were made to come to know the truth, it all means so much and deepens the approach. These aren't just best practices. They align with the way we were made. It makes it all so much more fruitful. So these are just some of the things that are doing to not only reflect what our pipeline is, but to better equip that pipeline to go forth and to strengthen the next generation of saints.